have some really fun treasures to share with you all from our antique and vintage shopping in Maryville, and I cannot wait to share these things with you. Hello all and welcome. It's Jennifer from the Dower Diaries. Corey and I wanted to get out and enjoy the day, and we hope you'll join us as we do some antique and vintage shopping, something we love to share here on our channel. Today's treasure-seeking adventure takes us to Maryville, Tennessee, and our first stop of the day is to Resurrected Relics. This shop has some amazing antique and vintage items, as well as salvaged architectural pieces that can be used to make any newer home look and feel well loved, like it's happily weathered through the years. Now, I don't know what it is about old clocks, I'm just drawn to them, but the strange thing is that I never seem to buy one, even when they are well priced. Maybe I just haven't found the right one yet. I really thought that this chemist bottle had aged well, and the patina on it was really pretty. I'm almost certain the glass stopper was an original to the bottle, but it did add a very pretty touch. This piece of Turgis pottery would be perfect for the upcoming fall season, and I loved all the detail. Corey and I have been on the hunt for some antique or vintage feet for a project we want to do, and these were beautiful and had the right look to them, but they were just a bit too small for what we want them for, and we didn't see a price. I truly felt like the pricing at the store was very good, since I found these online, the Hamilton pattern exactly, and they were going for well over $100 a piece. It's so nice to see a store keeping their pricing down when so many have only raised their prices. Corey loves all antique and vintage tools. It's kind of like me and the clocks. He looks at them and then puts them back. Maybe one day he'll snag the right one. And oh my goodness, but this antique riding horse was precious. If I had a grandchild on the way, I would have snatched this up to create a nursery around it, for decor purposes only, of course. Just so beautiful and well preserved. What a truly special piece. This art and frame was worthy of stopping to admire. The art itself was actually a drawing, and the frame was perfection with its warm brassy tones and cool grays. Simply beautiful. And I thought these lights would be perfect for over a kitchen island. They had a pretty brass downrod, and their classic glass rib shades were beautiful. There were 3 of them in total. Our last stop of the day was to Broken Arrow, and they offer 20% off the marked price. One of the first things I spotted was this framed art, which has a winter scene, and I thought the frame was especially pretty. And since winter seems to be on my mind, these brass deer would be perfect to add for the upcoming holidays. And I don't know how I miss things, but when I edit these clips, I always see something I would have loved to pick up, like this brass leaf tray. It would be perfect for the upcoming fall season, but I missed it. These stores are always so full of treasures that my eyes don't know what to land on, and I miss things. I really loved these brass bookends for the new house. I thought they would fit in perfectly for the moody library I hope to create. This booth had quite the equine novelties, which has definitely grown in popularity. I couldn't find a price on this candlestick holder, but I thought its detail was so pretty. I don't usually pick up silver, but this one was definitely worth taking a second look at. Horses seemed to be the theme for the day, and I loved this little rocking horse, especially for Christmas, but it was priced at $49, which would have been around $39 with the 20% discount, and that was just a little bit too pricey for me. If you've watched me for any length of time, you know I really love pottery, and the color of this vase was truly lovely. I love mixing warm and cool tones together, and the rich caramel with the gray was just so beautiful. And here's another piece that truly caught my eye. I loved the colors, the French country vibes it was giving, as well as the footed detail. It was just so pretty. I thought the lion drawer pulls on this dresser was so unique and fun. Such a nice piece to add to any room. This was marked as an old workshop basket, and I was hoping one of you know how these were used back in the day. I really couldn't find anything online other than they are American made in the late 19th century. This dough bowl is massive. I have no idea where you would put such an item, but it is definitely a conversation starter. And it even comes on its very own wooden stand. And since we're going to be owner builders, I told Corey he could wear this vintage hard hat when he started our house build. I thought this antique coal bin was beautiful and so unique. If I'd had a place in mind for this, we would have bought it because Corey loved it too. And here is a look at what we bought and how I styled it. Our first treasure of the day is this beautiful crock jug. I love finding crocks that fit with my colors, and when I find brown and gray, I cannot pass it up. The color combination is very French inspired, and I just love the look of this one. In fact, it matches a similar crock I picked up when we were on the East Coast at an antique store in Rhode Island, so I knew this one needed to come home with me. Our second item we found was this brown crock. Yes, I was on a kick with crocks today, but I just couldn't pass this up since I knew I wanted more brown tones for the new house. This one has such a unique shape and I love the size and texture of it. This will make a beautiful vase for our home. For our next item, yes, you guessed it, another crock. This one has such beautiful coloring and I loved the handle detail. It's an antique stoneware piece from Getty's, New York, which dates back to the late 1800s. I just loved its size and shape and I thought the price was reasonable. Our next two items will be copper, and the first is this beautiful copper tea kettle. The size and all the beautiful discoloration is what really drew me in, but the wooden handle and ceramic knob details were the icing on the cake. I have a vision of putting this in our pantry in the new house up on a shelf with some other pretty decor. And Corey thinks I'm nuts when I say I want to decorate our pantry, but I think even utility spaces should have a moment to shine. It does need a little repair on the handle, but nothing that can't be fixed if necessary. The last items I want to share with you all is this set of copper mixing bowls. I thought they would be perfect to add with all my other copper pieces, and the price was just too good to pass them up. I love their detail, and I thought these could even be hung from a peg or on a wall by their little handles. If placed on a wall, they would bring dimension and color. I think they are so pretty, and I look forward to using them as decor. We want to thank you all so much for spending your time here with us today, and we truly hope that you enjoyed our little antique and vintage adventure. And I cannot believe how much fun treasures we have been finding here just locally in our area of East Tennessee. If you are new here and you haven't already subscribed, please consider joining our YouTube family. We would love to have you. And leave me a comment. Let me know if you saw something in the video that you would have snagged. I would love to hear what you all are looking for when you maybe go out vintage and antique shopping, or what maybe you would think would look really lovely in your own home. Again, thank you all so much for being here with us, and we hope you all have an amazing week ahead, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.